Hi all, welcome to KS Talk. Now, in this video, I am going to explain the introduction to AWS. AWS, it's nothing but Amazon Web Services. Here, I am going to answer you three questions like what, to whom, and how much. Amazon Web Services. What is Amazon Web Services? It provides on-demand cloud computing platforms and APIs. It has 200 plus services which is providing to customers. And to whom it is providing, like individuals, companies, governments, etc. Everyone is using Amazon Web Services, and it has clients also like Netflix, Unilever, etc. And how much we need to pay for using these services? It is charging based on the hour, so pay as you go basis. Whatever we use with the services per hour basis, it charges and it will gives us the bill. So it goes on pay as you go basis. And the agenda of this video is what is virtualization and what is AWS, why do we study AWS, and what are the roles for AWS learners, what are the services available in AWS, and what are the key benefits, and the comparison between AWS, Azure, and GCP. So, what is virtualization? It uses software to create an abstract layer over computer hardware that allows the hardware elements of a single computer like processors, memory, storage, etc. It will be divided into multiple virtual machines, which are nothing but VMs. So each virtual machine will be running on its own OS and it behaves like an independent computer. So in between there is a hypervisor. Hypervisor is nothing but it is used for transforming hardware into software. So it supports the creation and management of VMs by abstracting the computer's software from its hardware. So what is AWS? AWS is nothing but Amazon Web Services, which began offering IT infrastructure services to businesses as web services. It is now commonly called as cloud computing, and the website for AWS is as given here. And why do we study AWS? Because AWS skills are sitting high on the list of most in-demand skills for employers now. We can find many cloud-related full-time jobs available. Among them, AWS skills are the most in-demand skills. And what are the roles, future roles we can find in AWS are like AWS Cloud Architect, Cloud Software Engineer, DevOps Engineer, Cloud Developer, and more. And what are the services we have in AWS? It is offering a broad set of global cloud-based products, which also includes compute, storage, database, networking, and more. And also they are on demand, available in seconds with pay-as-you-go pricing. So the example of services which are available and most commonly used services in AWS are Elastic Cloud Compute, Lambda, Analytics, DynamoDB, S3 Bucket, which is nothing but simple storage device service, RDS, Virtual Private Cloud, Database, etc. These are the services we have in AWS. And what are the key benefits? Key benefits of AWS. It is like the opportunity to replace upfront capital infrastructure expenses with low variable costs that scale with your business. We doesn't require plan for servers and other IT infrastructure weeks or months in advance. It means that instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers and servers, we can just access services such as storage, computing, and databases from a cloud provider like AWS. We can just get hundreds and thousands of servers in just minutes and deliver results faster. Nearly there are 200 plus AWS services available. So the key benefits are like flexible, cost effective, reliable, scalable, secure, time efficient, and we have a global reach. And now the comparison between three competitors like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. The launching year of AWS is earlier in 2004 year, and for Azure it is in 2010 and GCP in 2008. And availability. AWS has 84 availability zones and 24 geographical locations. Azure has 60 plus regions across all over the country, and GCP has 24 regions and 74 total zones. Services available, like we have AWS have 212 plus services currently, and Azure has 200 plus services, and GCP has 100 plus services. And cloud share. 33% of the market is AWS, and 21% of the market is using Azure, and 8% of the market is GCP. And compute engine, it is nothing but compute engine naming. In AWS we call it as EC2, elastic cloud compute instance, and in Azure we call it as virtual machine, and GCP we call it as compute engine. Same as networking, we call virtual private cloud in AWS, and VNet virtual network in Azure, cloud virtual network in GCP. And what are the clients available? Clients are like for AWS we have clients like Netflix, BMW, Samsung, Unilever, etc. And for Azure we have HP, Apple, Polycom, Honeywell, Johnson, etc. And for GCP we have LG, Toyota, Vodafone, Spotify, etc. And pricing, it is like for AWS, as I said, like it is based on charge per hour, pay as you go basis only. All the three competitors are going with pay as you go basis, but the pricing differs. Like AWS is charging based on charge per hour, but Azure it is based on charge per minute, and GCP is also same, based on charge per minute. These are the main differences between AWS, Azure and Google Cloud. And what to do? If you are the first time user of AWS, the first step is to create an AWS account. So let's get started. And I'll be explaining you how to create the AWS account in the next video.